Kumarswamy, Atmatray, Sudeep, Ashok Nichani, Shivoham, and Sip in Komal, Sip in Kaumudi, Sanjay Das, Leena and Mutkura Anand, Shivoham, Bridget, I should tell you Sip in Bridget. Huh? And the rest of you who are not visible, welcome to this session of Ask Care, my dear friends. Today, the picture, you know, is a picture of our current interest. And so I'm going to ask all of you this question today, right? Are you ready? So Bridget, do you pray to a God? Do you pray to a God or you don't pray to God? Bridget is taking time. Kiran Katuria. Kiran, do you pray to God?
Yes, I'm there.
Shivoham. Yeah, Bridget. Okay, Kiran, just let Bridget finish. Bolo, tell me, Bridget.
Yeah, sometimes I pray Shiva.
Shiva. From
Yeah.
Canada, you're praying Shiva. I thought you must be praying to some Western God.
No, I pray Shiva.
No French God?
The supreme power, I pray often.
Okay, but no, you don't have a French God with a name like Jesus or some Canadian God in Quebec. You don't pray.
I am French Canadian Catholic woman, but I have always prayed the supreme energy everywhere. And
You don't
Shiva.
go, you're Catholic, you don't go church?
No.
Never?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me ask others. Thank you. Kiran Katuria.
Sorry.
No, I want to understand. Kiran Katuria, who do you pray to?
Pray to God or say both
Which
are
God?
same. God, all gods are same. No particular God.
In your house,
We pray
in your
to
house,
divine energy.
in your house, you have puja room?
Yes.
How many gods are there in your puja room?
Radha Krishna, Shiv, Radha Krishna, Bhole Baba.
How many gods?
Many, but basically God is one.
How many gods you got? Then why you are keeping so many gods in your puja room?
When we kept it at that time, we were not realizing.
Ashok Chotwani, you pray to a god? Which god you pray, Ashok Chotwani? Unmute. Yes, sir.
Sir, I pray now. SIP. Previously, I was praying God. From few days, I am praying SIP, sir.
So how it has changed? How you are praying SIP? What are you doing now?
Yeah. Supreme immortal power is enough, sir.
So who's praying? Sudeep Bhargava. Who you are praying to, Sudeep?
Sir, I pray to Shiva only. I have his photograph and the statue also at home. But I know that praying to Shiva, like you said, it's not praying to Shiva, it's praying through Shiva. So I have not removed any of the photos or the idols, but I know that this is just a, I would say, a primary kind of thing, because you need a form to concentrate on. That is the reason. But I know that he is everywhere. I can pray him even sitting in front of my laptop also, I can pray to him.
But you need his picture.
Yeah, but I do have a picture, and I don't want to remove that picture, because that picture, I'm emotionally attached with that picture.
Instead of having some Bollywood girl, better have Shiva.
Obviously, 100, any time.
Atmatray, which you have puja room, Atmatray?
In our sir puja room, there are so many idols of gods.
Which
Ganesha.
idols you are praying to? Which is the biggest idol? That's how you know which God you believe. In your puja room, which is the biggest idol?
Biggest is Dattatreya, you know?
Dattatreya?
God, the God Dattatreya. यानी ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश तीनों का मिलके बनता है. त्रिमूर्ति. Yes. So I have a birthday, my birthday at the day of Dattatreya birthday, यानी कि दत्त जयंती. That's why that's why my name kept as Dattatreya. That's why. But I was more was interested in mantras, राम कृष्ण हरि, या जो भी भगवान के मंत्र है ना, ओम का जप करते रहता था. मूर्ति से ज्यादा मैं मंत्र में ज्यादा
Okay.
इन्वॉल्व था. Yes, yes.
Okay, good. Motkula Anand, Leena Anand, what puja room you all have? Any picture in your house? I can't hear you. I think the wire is not connected. Sanjay Das, do you have any god in your house, Sanjay Das?
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham.
We do have Durga Ma. Yeah, I'm a Bengali, so we have Durga Ma, Ram Krishna. We have all the gods, but after joining AIF, I have started only meditating, chanting, and reading the Gongyo books. Prayers I have stopped.
So what we are
Earlier-
trying to get, even I, in front of my office, there is
Shivam
a
Guruji.
65-foot statue of Lord Shiva. There is nothing. I'm not trying to say that. Please, we are not saying that if you believe in supreme immortal power, you should take all the idols and throw in the lake. No, we are not saying that. So please don't imagine that we are expecting Girish and Parvati Amma. You all have any god in your house? Any statue?
Ganapati and Durga is our family deity.
Okay.
And
So you have two
Shankaranarayana is Kuladevaru. And Shankaracharya is our Guru. And now present 36th Pontiff Sri Raghaveshwara Bharati Mahaswamigalu of Sri Ramachandrapura Math is our Guru.
So his picture is there.
Kula Guru.
His picture, no statue, no?
His picture is not there. Picture is not there. But Shankaracharya, the Paduka of Sri Shankaracharya given by Sri Raghaveshwara Bharati Swamiji is there in way of, and Rama Tanke given by our Guru is there. And no idol.
No idol. Of Durga and Ganapati, you said they are no idols.
No idol.
No picture also.
No picture also.
Okay, very good, very good, very
Yeah.
good. But you are believing in these gods, in these names.
From the
and
beginning, from our ancestors itself, in our that family lineage, that Mane Devaru, that is Durga and Ganapati, that is Mandala Puja, it is called. By cleaning the floor and keeping rice and ganda, we create a mandala.
So, my dear friend,
Then only Deepa is there, lamp,
Okay.
no idol.
thank you, Girish. So, my dear
Shivoham.
friends, Shivoham, who's saying, I think Motkula Anand, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Personally, I never go to temple. If she calls, I'll accompany her and sit in one corner.
But in your house, she has kept any. Leena
Yes,
has kept any.
she prays lot for lot.
How many gods she has kept? She's coming to talk. Yes, Leena, how many gods you are praying to? She is not there.
We want to ask you, Air, how many demigods you have in the house and what temple you have?
in my where I sit or where I live, there is no picture of God. There is no statue of God. But in my premises, I live in the compound of the Shiva temple, where there's a 65-foot statue. There's a 6-story building. The Shiva statue is a 6-story building. It's a huge statue of Lord Shiva. I have grown up in that temple. I built that temple. I built it. So, and we have a 32-feet idol of Lord Ganesha. Before you enter Shiva, you are supposed to have a Ganapati statue. But all this is 10, 15, 20 years old story. In my place of worship, I don't have any idol. I don't have any picture. Because I've evolved over the last few years. Thank you, Kaumudi. Leena, are you going to say something? Unmute. Yeah, yes, speak. You're unmuted, but I think the wire is not come. I can't hear you. No. Just check, just talk, just try to get the voice. You can interrupt as soon as your voice works. Just keep speaking till the voice works. Okay. So we have in the last, Krishna Sharma, you have missed the last few days, we have talked of a new subject, that God is not a statue. God is not somebody like Shiva, Krishna. Hitkari ji, aapke ghar mein kaun hai God? I can't hear. Hitkari ji, I can't hear you. You have to unmute. Haji.
I believe in Akal Purakh, but
Akal.
in my house, all gods are there in the shape of painting, sketches, statues. So each and every god is in my house.
So all gods, but you consider them to be one power. That's what
Yes,
you say, right?
Akal Purakh. This is my study room.
Yeah.
And in my study room itself, I have got all the gods in the shape of statues and sculptures.
So it is very good. It is very, thank you for sharing. So what I'm trying to tell you all, that all these gods that we pray to is good, is very good. But being on the journey of enlightenment, we have to realize the truth. We have to realize, and we have to, because we have to ask questions, who is God? So somebody was talking to me that day and said, how can Krishna not be God? For me, Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna. For me, Krishna is everything. I said, very good, very good. Let Krishna be everything. But the point is that we have to understand, right? What is God? Who is God? Where is God? We have to understand. Come on. I mean, I love this story. Let me quickly tell you this story. In Christmas time, these people, they make sweets and they take a cart and they sell. Any of you have seen this mithai? The mithai, in Christmas time, only in Christmas time, they sell these carts. So what happened last time in Christmas, one small girl, she went to that cart and she was asking that cartwala, I want Santa Claus. I want the mithai, that mithai of Santa Claus. But the sugar candy, called sugar candy, right? That sugar candy, that one boy had already taken Santa Claus. And only one Santa Claus was there. The rest was butterfly, snowman, Christmas tree, all other beautiful things were there. Santa Claus only one. And that boy already put in his mouth, and half the Santa Claus he was already eaten. And this little girl is telling, Mama, I want Santa Claus. Now that lady is asking that man, you please give Santa Claus sugar candy. He's telling, Madam, I don't have Santa Claus. What to do? So she's telling that girl, that mother is telling the girl, maybe they don't have Santa Claus, and you take Christmas tree, or you take Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Reindeer is there, sledge is there, tree is there, snowman is there. What you want, I'll buy 2 for you. But that girl, what she did? I want that. Now the mother is confused. No, please, darling, please don't. Both are made same sugar candy. Ask that man, uncle, well, how you make this candy? Same sugar. Yes, ma, same sugar. So, okay, you take snowman or you take reindeer. No, I will not go. Then you know how these children are? She sat in the floor, in the road, and she did dharna. No. The mother cart gave one slap to the girl. One slap she gave. Lady, one slap she gave. Like that. The child started crying even more. Have you seen, Atmatra, what I'm saying? You have seen this? You have seen all this happening? Or Kumar Swami? You have seen this or no, Kumar Swami? Happening in your...
Seen everywhere.
So, then finally, the mother threw everything and she took the child one slap and took to the house. And she took it in the room, put it in the room, locked the door. We are laughing at that child, but we are exactly like that child, na? We are laughing, that child is like this, but we are also telling, Ganapati, today is Ganesha, today is Mahashivratri, then today is Krishna Jayanti, Ramanomi. Huh? So my problem is that we don't know God. We don't understand God. We don't understand what our Hidkari said. All gods, he has got all gods, but there's one God. You may see different pictures, you may see different murtis, but they are not different gods. But Hidkariji, I hope you understand, many people think they are different gods. On Deepavali day, they do puja for Lakshmi. And then one day before, they will do for Rama. And then after a few days, they will do for Krishna. They don't think it is one God. Maybe you think because you are advanced in realization. So we are praying to a God, but we don't know God. Kumar Swami, I'm just asking you, which God is in your house, Kumar Swami?
Shivam Guruji, Vishnumurti and Vinayaka, Lakshmi, Saraswati.
So the point is, thank you. The point is, there are so many gods. I didn't ask Ashok Nichani. I think he must be having at least 20 gods in his. Ashok Nichani, how many gods you have got in your puja room, Ashok?
Shivam Sirji.
Shivam.
There are many. There are too many. Because whichever temple out of Bangalore we go to, courtesy Hema, she brings everything from there.
I knew I will ask Ashok last. Of course, I'm not asking everybody on this call because we can't, right? Because there are so many of you on this call. But I'm telling you one thing. Of course, my time is much past. This Friday, we are touching this as a subject. But because on the last 1 or 2 days, we have touched SIP. SIP means Supreme Immortal Power. And I want to touch this topic on Friday. I'm sorry today it has taken a lot of time, but we should realize God is SIP. I'm happy that some of you have already moved into that trajectory. Ashok Chotrani said that. So we have to move in that trajectory. Yes, Kamudi.
Yes. So I wanted to ask that Shivratri day, they say that all the nakshatras and go in a different way, in a different direction. And that day, if you pray and if you keep your spine erect and you dhyan karo, or you remember the Supreme Almighty or the Nirakar Paramatma, so a lot of energy you get. So what about that? Is it right, or do we get that energy any time of the day or any hour of the day whenever we meditate?
It is a lie. It is a big lie. You can pray to God any day, any time, any nakshatra. That is the right way to realize God. God is available all the time, everywhere. You were not there for the SIP session, or you were there last 1 or 2 days
I was
back?
not there. Two days I wasn't there.
So we have covered a very important subject. G-O-D, put it in the bin. Put G-O-D in the bin. What is the meaning of G-O-D? I'm asking you a question since you didn't. Kya matlab hai G-O-D? What do you understand by G-O-D?
The generator, the operator, and the destroyer.
What generator, operator, destroyer? Wow. This is just some fancy name we have given, right? This is wrong. You know it is wrong. This is not true. So we are saying God is a supreme immortal power. SIP, S-I-P. SIP is just, actually SIP means supreme immortal power. And this is the truth. Okay, he is not the creator because he is manifesting in everything. Creator is the wrong word. Generator, operator, destroyer. No, he doesn't generate. It doesn't. He is everything. Only he is the one reality. So more of it on Friday. We are going to be touching this subject this Friday. It's a very interesting session. It promises to be an interesting session. Next question, please. Thank you.
Bridget has 2 questions.
Yes, Bridget.
How enlightenment takes away all the karma we walk in life on earth. So how does this correlation work?
So Bridget, when we do some action, suppose all these years you were doing some karma, correct? You were doing good karma, bad karma, whatever. I'm talking 5 years back, 10 years back, 15 years back, you were doing some karma. Good karma, bad karma, okay? Now, that karma is recorded in your name, in Bridget. What is it? Bridget Lorock. Dorok?
Lahok.
Lahok. Okay, I cannot speak French. Okay, so in the name of Bridget, that karma is recorded. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. When you are enlightened, when there is enlightenment, then you realize, I am not Bridget. You realize Bridget is just my name. I am Sip. I am the supreme immortal power. The karma is not mine. This is not my karma. I am the divine soul. When you realize that you are the divine soul, then there is no karma.
So it's just a way to perception.
No
we have
perception.
still
No, all karma is wiped out. All karma is completely wiped out. Because karma belongs to Bridget. Karma belongs to Bridget. And I am not Bridget. It is just like, you sell some paintings to company ABC. You tell, and you go one day to the person and you go to the ABC company and the company is closed. So you don't know what to do. I gave so many painting to ABC. Then after a few days, the person whom you gave the painting, that man, you see him in the street. Hey, you catch him. Hey, give one shot. Hey, catch him. Where my painting? Where my money? Where my painting? He tells you, Bridget, I was only working there, not my company. Don't ask me. Not my company. Don't ask me. You understand? So it's not my karma. It's not my karma. So the moment when it's not my karma, when we have enlightenment, only then we understand karma belongs to me, mind and ego. I am not mind and ego. I am the soul. Then there is no karma. Okay, do we have one more question from Bridget?
Yes, one more question from Bridget. We have discussed that karma is not transferable from one person to another, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't transfer, but we share the karma of those around us, right?
No.
The more people we hang out with, the more we share or take a part of their karma by experiencing life close to affects our karma too.
No. You may be friends. You may go with some friend and you may eat together and drink together, but your karma is your karma. No sharing karma. Your karma cannot become their karma. Their karma cannot become your karma.
Yes, I understand. But if I have someone very close and it happened an accident or whatever, it will affect me because my feeling and it will affect me. I don't know how to say in English, but
it may affect you, but that is not karma. That you will feel bad, you will feel hurt, you will feel sad, you will feel sorry, but that is not karma. So maybe I will explain this to you, because what karma, the word karma means action. It is your deed. It is what you do. It is not, suppose you and your friend are going in a car and the car has accident and your friend gets smashed and you are saved. Why you got saved? Because your karma is good. Maybe that friend karma is not good. The friend died. So karma is an individual matter. Thank you, Bridget. Administrator.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question from Leena Anand.
Yes, Leena.
Shubham Guruji.
Shubham.
Guruji, my yesterday's question regarding you were saying that your guru has means there were different type of spiritual seekers. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have said that one is in KG, kindergarten, the other in the high school, and this university levels. So how did he how can you categorize the spiritual persons, the seekers, okay, the spiritual seekers in these levels? How can you categorize it? And one more thing before I complete. And why did your guru choose you only to move forward in the journey? And why did the others lag behind? Here also, does the karma works?
Good, very good question, Lina. So see, first of all, any spiritual person, I'm not talking about, in that case, it was a guru, it was my guru. But let me just give you an example. Suppose I'm talking to all of you. I can make out, right, who is at what level. I can make out, depending on your ability to understand, depending on your ability to question, depending on your interaction, I am able to understand. Everybody is not at the same level. So anybody who is a guide, a guru, a mentor, a spiritual teacher, just like Lina, let me explain to you this. I think I'll give you the right answer now. You will understand. When you were in school, did your teacher not come to know which student is brilliant and which student is not brilliant? Your teacher came to know or no?
They came to know because even I'm a teacher.
How your teacher came to know, Lina? The teacher will always know, right?
Based on the performance, based on the activities of the children.
Yeah, it's like same way. Same way, my guru came to know that I was an advanced seeker, and he used to have lots of people sitting around him, and he used to be, people will ask silly questions. Dada, when I die, I want to, Dada, when I die, I want to come to you, Dada. How I will come to you, Dada? He says, don't worry, I will take you. Does it mean that it's true that I will take you? But he will tell like that only. Dada, you know, when you go to heaven, then you must call me from there. Huh? So what Dada used to tell? Pakka, I will call you. You want audio call or video call? What should I call? He used to ask, he used to speak like that. So what does it mean? Because all those people who were next to him, he knew they were not evolved. Correct? Then when he knew why he told me to go on a talash, why he selected me, you know, there are many people who are with Dada for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I'm telling you, there are many people with Dada, many, I'm up to 40 years with Dada, but they did not learn anything. So it is a very, unless you are sincere, that day we spoke, right? If you want God realization, that is 4G. 4G we talked about. To reach 4G, first G is the growth of the seeker. Second G is guidance of Guru. Third G is grace of God. Unless there is G, 3G, you cannot reach 4G.
God realization.
Okay, so I hope I've answered both your questions, Lina.
And one more, sir, one more question I have.
Yeah.
This, according to what to say, according to our karma, we get our family members, we choose our means, the family members, our friends, our dear and near ones, or whoever we meet. Now, at least, for example, we are all sitting in one call from different places we are. Is this also the karma based over here? That we all are in one place and we choose our family members, we get our family members, parents, everything is based on the karma.
In one line, I can tell you this, nobody can understand what happens, how karma does, what karma does. They say, karam ki gati hai nyari, which means that we are not able to, and we cannot define how karma works, when karma works. Nobody is able to decode that mystery. But one thing is sure, I can tell you, your birth is on karma. Pakka, I can tell you. You are born, your name was Lina, is karma. Your country of birth, your religion, your parents, pakka, it is based on karma because you did not choose it.
I did not choose. That's
Correct.
it. Again, we don't happen to choose our family members, son, daughter, our children, or anyone. We don't happen to choose. So
No,
again,
you choose. No, sorry. You and Motkula decided to have children. So if you had decided not to have children, then suppose you both had decided not to have children, then
no children.
Then so how can you say it's karma? It is karma, but it is not past karma. So let me explain to you a very important point. Lina, you're bringing up a very important point for people in this group. I don't know how many of you have captured this. I call it twin karma. Karma it's like a bird has got two wings. So karma is twin karma. Twin karma means the karma of the past, which you cannot change, and the karma of the present, which you can change. Lena, you can change, you cannot change your birth, Lena. But even today, you can decide to have one more child. That is today's karma. You get. I hope you understand what I don't take literally, please. I'm not. Don't take it literally. I am saying that it is called twin karma. Twin karma means one karma which you cannot control and one karma which you can control. Thank you, Lina. Administrator.
Next is from Rekha question.
Yeah.
If we tell others not God but SIP, they will not understand. How to talk to them?
Why you want to tell others? Rekha, why you bother about others? You tell others, don't tell others what they should do. You tell others, I am praying to SIP, not God. Then they ask, what is a SIP? Then you say SIP means Supreme Immortal Power. I pray to a power. According to me, my learning is I pray to SIP. I don't pray to God. What is God? You ask them only one meaning. Tell me what is the meaning of God. Nobody knows the meaning. Isn't it funny, Rekha? Nobody in this world knows the meaning of God. If you ask some Christian, he will say Jesus. You ask somebody else, they will say something else. You ask somebody, they'll say Krishna, somebody will say Shiva. So you be clear. I don't want any confusion. I pray to the Supreme Immortal Power. In short, SIP. Don't convince anybody. Thank you. Next, Administrator.
Krishna Sharma.
Yes.
What is binding our gross body and subtle body? And what is separating our subtle body and Supreme Immortal Power?
What is binding hardware and software of a computer? Just like in a computer, the computer is fed with a software that only makes the computer work. There must be a motherboard and the keypad and the screen and everything. But until there's a software, nothing can work. I don't think the computer can even the person making hardware. I'm asking you, Krishna Sharma, or probably I think we have got so many technical people, they will tell us. Even the person making hardware needs some software before he can make the hardware. Who can correct me if I'm right or wrong? Kumar Swami, you are the technical IT what person? No, you are engineering graduate. Am I right, sir?
Right, sir. You are right.
The hardware, Microsoft cannot make a computer without the basic software inside it. Am I right?
Yeah. Working software should be there.
Without that software, hardware. So Krishna Sharma, what I'm trying to tell, first the mind and ego, the me comes as a zygote. After that, the body is formed. That much you agree, no? So the hardware, what you're saying, read the question, Administrator, for the sake of clarity.
What is binding our gross body and subtle body?
And the subtle body appears as the karma in a zygote, and the gross body develops around the subtle body. It is not it is developing around. So that it becomes a part of the subtle body, and the gross body are inseparable. The first cell of the human has already got the Atma and the subtle body in it. Then the gross body is developed. Continue the next part of the question.
What is separating our subtle body and Supreme Immortal Power?
Nothing is separating. The subtle body exists because of the Supreme Immortal Power. If the Supreme Immortal Power was not there, if the Atma was not there, can the sperm and the egg fertilize? No. So the sperm also has got SIP, and the egg also has got SIP. Both are alive. Ding, 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 ding. When they come together, tong, tong, that the Supreme Immortal Power causes the fertilization around which the body develops. It is one, what do they call this, when two metals amalgamation? It becomes an amalgamated unit. It is inseparable. And of course, this is only for a matter of understanding. Finally, everything is mithya. Finally, everything is SIP. Every cell is SIP. Science has declared every particle of matter is nothing but energy, as per the rule of thermodynamics. Administrator, do we have any questions, or we can close today?
Leena Anand, one last question.
Yes, please tell me. Leena, last question.
Sure, Guruji. My question is, what is mind and ego?
What is mind and ego?
Yes.
Mind and ego is me. M-E. Mind and ego. Okay. So when you are talking to me, who is talking? You are talking or Leena is talking?
I am talking.
Who is that I? That is ego. Correct. Now, who asked the question? What is mind and ego? Who asked the question?
Me.
That is the mind. M-E, me. So that is mind and ego. The mind is the one that gives the thought. The ego is the individual, you, not your mother. The ego separates you from your mother. It makes us you both separate. The ego creates the I, right? Otherwise, if there is no ego, then you, your mother, your father will be one. You are one or you are three?
4.
Okay, I didn't talk about your brother. Correct. So you are 4. So that is the ego. Okay. And actually, in reality, we are not 4. Actually, all the 4 are 1. We are all SIP, supreme immortal power. We are all 4 are 1. From one, when your mother is making, she makes chapati or no? She makes chapati or no? Chapati.
Chapati.
She makes chapati.
She'll make.
So from one atta, she makes 4 chapatis. From one atta. So how many chapatis are there?
4 chapatis.
But how many atta is there?
Now is 1.
Like that. Atta is 1. Supreme power is 1. And we are all appearing as different. So sometimes, my dear friends, to explain to children has to have a different kind of a explanation. But with all due respect, I thank you for your patience. I bow down to you all, SIP in all of you, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8. God bless you.